What's up, nerds? I'm back. Yes, that's right. This week on Too Noobs, Google shuts down its AI image generator because it took the Eric Cartman Disney joke a little too literally. Next, jerk plays victim after facing consequences for his being an a-hole. I think he needs a lap in the lazy river. Then, why do All-Star games suck so much? We try and fix the problem. Maybe. And finally, we conclude with a review of NHL Stadium Series jerseys. Can we find one good one? Not if Fanatics has anything to say about it. Start the music. Yes, it is the podcast that is just as easy to see through as the new MLB uniform pants.
Oh, good Lord.
But we're not nearly as ugly. So.
Speak for yourself.
All right, John, you're as ugly. That's fine. Me and
my
Matt
mom did say that I have a voice for radio, or looks for radio, I should say. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Welcome back there, bud.
Thank you.
By the way.
As I choke on water. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice
Water's
to be
wet,
back.
man.
Yeah, it is indeed. You guys, I listened to you guys last week. You held down the fort nicely.
We try.
I disagreed with pretty much everything you said.
There you
go.
That's why you're on this podcast.
But anyway, it's episode 178. Two Noobs talking. I have to reorient myself.
Nope.
No, this way. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, over there. That's joint replacement John Tracy.
Feeling it.
That's misophonia Matt Craig.
Oh my.
I in the middle. I'm scoliosis Steve Murray.
Let's hope not.
Curvy spine.
Gosh. Got all kinds of ailments going on this week.
I'm feeling medical this week, guys.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Too many
Shout out to
years
Doc
on
Page.
the fence on his knees. Waiting for the puck to drop.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, it was nice to have a little break, but I'm glad to be back talking with you, gentlemen.
Likewise.
It's good to have you.
Yeah, thank you. We went over, just so you know. Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
End of the year, though?
End of the year. Yeah. Yep.
End of the
we
year?
won the whole thing. Yeah. I would have liked that too. Yes. End of the year. Tough year for us.
Yeah.
But we got through it, and the kids seemed to have fun despite the poor results. So and they did improve over the course of the season, which is my job as a USA hockey coach. So
there you go.
I will take solace in that.
There you go.
Although the competitive side of me is like, God, we couldn't win one. Stupid.
Yeah.
But it's out of my control. If I shaved my beard, I could pass for 14. I could have got out there and helped a little bit. But
I don't know. You were pretty quick. Well, even back then, you were still pretty quick.
You would just be
all those
doing what
years ago.
everybody else is doing. So just shave that beard and get out there.
there were a couple people who had more facial hair than I would expect a 14-year-old to have. Just saying.
Yeah.
Well,
that's neither here nor there, I guess.
Well,
but,
they don't check birth certificates on your way through the door, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
At least there apparently last weekend was on Sunday. I saw on the news a parent brawl at our home rink.
Oh, there you go.
In Warwick. And I was
Ding,
going
ding,
to say, we weren't even there. We were in North Jersey.
Yeah, we did do it.
There was actually apparently two teams from New Jersey in a playoff game. So shame.
Or just shout out to the brawling parents. I mean, hell of a job. You're making the kids look,
real proud. Real proud.
It's awesome.
Good example for your children. And I will call you up by name, Hollydale Hurricanes and Rockets Hockey Club, wherever the hell you're from.
Yeah, you
North
guys.
Jersey.
Gotta be in North Jersey somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. The douche teams a lot of times come from North Jersey. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
It's the butt end of New York. I understand.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that might be an over 40.
There you
Now
go.
that I think about it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
right there with you.
Later
Oh,
on.
dude, I can rant on youth sports, and Steve knows.
Yeah,
Whole
for
life.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, since we have that all settled now, last minute, why don't we go to our Dubby Energy fun fact? Brought to you by Dubby Energy Drinks. Visit dubby.gg. Enter the promo code 2noobstalking, TOONOO. This is talking. Yes, I'm going to spell it even if John will.
I will not.
Matt's going to put it somewhere on here. And you know I like to feed on the tears of others. Now you can get some Big Energy Tears, a blend of the finest blue raspberries.
Oh,
get
there you
$4 off a $40 tub. All right, John,
Damn.
bring us the Dubby Energy fun fact, will you please?
First, download the app, the Dubby Energy app on
Oh.
Android and Apple, and you could put your name in there and still buy stuff. So you don't even have to go to a website anymore.
There you go.
Well, that's
Damn.
good. So the fun fact is going to be the first All-Star game was played at Chicago's Kaminsky Park in Kaminsky, sorry.
Kaminsky.
33.
No
Yes.
N. There's no N.
I know. I always put it
Silent.
in there.
It's a silent N, Steve.
1933, with the
Okay.
American League winning 4-2.
There you go.
33,
There you
you
go.
said?
1933. Yeah, I
Yep.
think that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So Babe Ruth
1933.
would have played, probably?
Yep. He had
Yeah.
a 2-run home run.
Of course he did.
Oh, well, there you go. And so the legend continues to grow.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. That's not Comiskey. He hit the center field shot. That was at Wrigley, wasn't it?
I believe that's
They were
right.
playing
yeah.
Cubs.
I think
Yeah.
in the
so.
World Series.
And
yeah.
you could do that to the Cubs. You could call your shot and you hit the home run. So there you go.
Any
Shout out to all
200-pound
those
man
Cub
could.
fans
Any
out there.
200-pound man could get the ball out there. Place is small.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but could you pick where you're going to put the ball? I mean, that's
Oh, yeah.
totally
He was Babe Ruth, damn it. He could do whatever he wants.
Can you imagine?
Hells yeah. Hells yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know who else would have played in that All-Star game.
No
Just
idea. No idea.
No clue, but
Probably Lou Gehrig.
probably. Half the Yankees lineup, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
probably
hope it
half
would
the
be
Yankees
most of the
lineup.
Yankees.
Yeah, he probably
Maybe
had
it was just
appearance
the
by Ty
Yankees
Cobb.
playing the National
Yeah.
League.
Was Ty Cobb still around in 33?
I think so.
Probably. Yeah.
He had
Look him
a
up.
he had a late run with the Athletics. I don't know what year that was, but he was around a little bit longer than people remember him being around.
Wow, he died in 1961. Ty Cobb, by the way. So, well, that okay. Yeah, as player, he ended his career in 1928 with the Philadelphia Athletics
Aha,
of all
so he-
teams. So he was not in the All-Star game. No. MLB record 366 career batting average, gentlemen.
Whew. Wow.
Career batting average of 366. That's
Not to
Pretty
be confused with his D-level personality.
yeah, exactly.
Not a good person.
I'd rather take Tony Gwynn any day. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that'll lead us into our over 40 rant that Matt just made up off the top of his head just
Sure.
Go.
a minute ago. All right, Matt, let loose.
I am
Parents
definitely
suck.
yeah, I am definitely complaining against hockey league parents.
Oh,
Youth
boy.
hockey league parents.
Again.
What the hell? What's this news again? Once again of a brawl happening in some rink that my buddy, my good friend, and confidant, Mr. Steve Murray. I mean, come on. What are you doing?
Douche.
I remember this was a couple of years ago. I went up and saw, what was it, Penn State Berks going up against Bloomsburg, I think it was. And there were a couple of hockey moms going at it back and forth. And it was like, you're not setting an example of, got a little rough and tumbly. And, the referee should have stepped in, probably could have called a couple of penalties that should have been called. They weren't. And there was one mom that was not happy towards a certain group of youth that were egging on the other team. So it was kind of like, this isn't good, and it was just escalating. It's like, man alive. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I wish I knew. But I guess back in the day, boys, when we were playing youth sports, we didn't have parents fighting in the stands, did we? I certainly sure as hell didn't.
I don't.
John and I have seen, not for games I played, but
Yeah.
No.
John and I have seen
Some things.
parents
Yeah.
who went over the line. I mean, I would never a fight.
Yeah.
We never saw anything that escalated to that level.
Yeah.
But we've seen obnoxious parents.
That
over the
obnoxious
years.
behavior.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There was a grandmother who used to come to roller hockey games at the YMCA, and
Shake
she
your
was
cane.
oh yeah, she was.
Which, by the way,
what are you doing?
yeah. Which, by the way, me and Steve were not getting paid for. We were doing it out of the goodness of our hearts for the young children.
You got
No,
shake it down.
no, that's a lie. We were getting paid $4.75 an hour for that.
Were we at that time? 'Cause I remember
Yeah.
when we first started doing it. We were doing it just to be there.
The
they
coaches
finally-
weren't paid. Yeah.
Did they
yeah.
finally put us on
Oh.
the books after a while?
Oh my gosh.
After a little while, yes. Now,
Because we'd
Matt, your
hang out for a long
example-
period of time.
Your example is college hockey, though, right? So
Yeah.
you know, the formative years have already gone by that point. It is what it is.
It is so.
This brawl that took place last weekend, apparently, the articles said, "Oh, we have no idea who it is." I found a post.
Yep.
It says exactly who it was.
Good.
It was at 10 and under, so squirt level.
Oh, are
Wow.
you kidding me?
Squirt level
Wow.
AA hockey.
Wow.
And the parents were acting like baboons in the stands. Like, you're right.
10
Matt, I don't
and
get it.
under. I don't understand. Let them play.
Makes no sense.
Just
Absolutely.
let them play.
They
and
don't
just-
even know. They don't even know what they're doing.
Oh my gosh.
That reminds me of a time my youngest kid who played tons of baseball. I was at a game. He was 8 or 9, and he was on the field at the time. So he was playing whatever position he was playing. And the other team that we were playing, I don't remember what team it was, but they were arguing balls and strikes with the umpire. The parents were. And I just remember, like, I just stopped caring at that point. Like, I showed up, he played baseball. I was just focused on him the whole time. Like, I didn't care about anybody else. Like, just watching him play baseball and just I used to stay so far away from everybody else, because who wants to hear a 40-year-old man with a 10-year-old go, come on, that was low. That kid doesn't even know how to swing at this point. Like, I'd cheer if he hit it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or encourage them when they strike out or ground out or fly
yeah, because
out,
they're
you know?
normally
It's like,
crying at that point after
Yeah,
they
it's
strike
like,
out.
don't
Because
worry
it puts
about
some
it, you
pressure
know?
on them.
Yeah.
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 Why do you think
Goodness.
I coach? It's so I can be on the other side of the rink from the
Yes,
parents.
I agree. I agree.
Except,
I wish I was that smart to do that, but
Yeah.
I probably would have
Except
thrown all the parents out.
Yeah.
The lone exception is when I'm either at Grundy or at Wissahickon, where the stands are right behind you.
Oh.
So
wow.
that's that's not fun.
Yeah, that's got to be bad. Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of bad, let's get into
boy.
topic 1, guys.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The follies of AI continue. We've had quite a few examples over the course of Two Noobs.
Yep.
Meta and its racist chatbot, and of course we also had a Google AI previously, I think, that went rogue or
Oh,
self-aware or something.
Yeah, he definitely went self-aware and rogue at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to take over the world.
Well, Google had another mishap this past week with its chatbot Gemini and its ability to generate images using AI. So Google has now paused that ability after viral social posts showed the tool overcorrecting for diversity, producing historical, in quotes, images of Nazis, America's founding fathers, and the Pope as people of color.
Oh my
In
gosh.
one post, we had a prompt to the chatbot Gemini.
Yep.
Asked to generate an image of a 1943 German soldier. The generated results appear to show Black, Asian, and indigenous soldiers wearing Nazi uniforms. You know, because those were Hitler's favorite people.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Then
my gosh.
it turned out if you plugged in the prompt to generate a glamour shot of a blank couple, you could successfully spit out images using Chinese, Jewish, or South African prompts, but you put in white. The response you get is, I cannot fulfill your request due to the potential for perpetuating harmful stereotypes and biases associated with specific ethnicities or skin tones.
Now you know what Google is all about.
Do, 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 do,
Before
do.
they paused it, Google wrote, "We're working to improve these kinds of depictions immediately. Gemini's AI image generation does generate a wide range of people, and that's generally a good thing because people around the world use it, but it's missing the mark here." John raised his hand, so I'm going to call on John.
There you go.
Matt yawned, so he's out.
That's okay. No. I tried to hold my sneeze to be
Matt, you can
sneeze. Bullshit.
You can help. Yeah, you can help with this one. Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow.
And I hope Matt puts up some of the images that were found from this
do.
as well, because they are quite hysterical.
They
Why
are
you doing this to me?
They
Why
are
you doing
hilarious.
this to me?
You're the editor-in-chief, pal. You got the responsibility.
Oh,
in prep for the show, I grabbed everybody's favorite Ben Shapiro. I grabbed his cover of this, and it was hilarious because that man is funny sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Just his facial expressions when they were flipping the photos in front of him.
That.
They did it in a way. They did it in a way we should do it. Like just each photo comes up and let you as the viewer and us not say anything, just kind of understand what's going on.
Kind of just a live reaction. Yeah.
And my reaction to it, just watching the photos, was, so you said the thing you were supposed to say quiet out loud.
Yeah.
Like that's what you did. Yep. Because we know Google thinks this way. Google's been anti-white since they started. It's not a problem. Like we know where Google lies, but this is
bad.
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. If Hillary was president, this shit would have been in our phones every day.
Yeah. This is just bad on so many levels. I can't even come up with the words to accurately describe what I really want to say. But I know that this is absolutely horrid. That's probably a good word to use. Yeah. Horrid is a good word to use. Horrid and horrible and bad and awful and beyond the pale, gents, to be perfectly honest. I just, it's one thing to want diversity in your organization. It's quite another when you use something that's good, something that has been a part of your life for many, many years, and to bastardize it like Google is doing. And what I mean by that is diversity is a very, very good thing insofar as that you run across different people.
Yes.
I had the very fortunate opportunity to go overseas to the Netherlands and experience that culture. It's an amazing culture. But when you try and implement it horribly, when you push diversity in a horrible fashion, and you basically like diminish one race over another. Correct me if I'm wrong, John. Is that the definition of racism?
Yes.
If you do that,
yes, that's exactly.
That's what I thought.
Exactly the definition.
That's what I thought.
Pick a race and shit on it. That's racism.
That's racism. Yeah. And so this is exactly what Google is doing. I want to make that very clear. And for them to admit their fault and shutting this whole thing down and okay, maybe you shouldn't have it to begin with. That's another topic.
Too little, too late. I mean, they created it. They wrote the code for it. Like, this isn't... I love the way Google and Facebook and they all come out as if this thing walked into the room and was like, hey guys, I'm going to be a chatbot. And they're like, oh, well, let's try you. Oh, no, you're not good. We're going to shut you down. You wrote the friggin' code. You created this. Like, I don't understand. They are so good at, oh, the bullshit's over here. It's not with us.
Yeah, they'll kick the can down the road and yet the bullshit's right there. Yeah.
You created this bullshit.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, the gentleman from India who was at the signing of the Constitution, I'm sure this is not what he envisioned when the country was founded.
Exactly.
If there wasn't some media around to put pressure on them at this point, they literally would wipe humans off the planet and just show the Declaration of Independence signed by 5 different aliens and a spacecraft. They'll be like, oh, this is the way it happened. Because we don't actually care about facts. So we'll just make it up. Whatever sells more stories.
Really and it's really a blind way of like trying to overcorrect for something. Like we talk about the founding fathers, and yes, some of them were slaveholders,
Yes.
but that doesn't mean that they were horrible human beings either, in that regard. I mean,
Well, as long as when they said you couldn't have them, they
right. I think
it wasn't a law anymore. Like that's my moral compass with that.
Right. And I mean, it shouldn't have ever happened to begin with, but to wipe it completely from history. No, you have to learn from history, gents. That's the thing. You have to always learn from it. And this is something that obviously, it hasn't happened again. We haven't had racial slavery, thank God. But there are still forms of slavery that are going around this country that are not reported.
Yes. We still have a ton of slavery and all over the world.
Yes.
All over the world. There is still slavery going on. It's not fixed to one race. Just find a powerful person.
Yep.
And find a inferior race in their mind in any country. You find it anywhere. Just throw a dart at a globe while it's spinning. I bet you'll find some sort of slavery.
Yeah. No, for sure.
All right. Well,
Steve?
let me read you Google's subsequent explanation from Friday.
This is what I've been waiting for.
I can't wait.
This is from Prabhakar Raghavan, the Senior Vice President of Google's Knowledge and Information.
That sounds expensive.
Or K&I. 3 weeks ago, we launched a new image generation feature for the Gemini conversation app, formerly known as Bard, which included the ability to create images of people. It's clear that this feature missed the mark. Some of the images generated are inaccurate or even offensive. We're grateful for users' feedback and are sorry the feature didn't work well. Gemini was built to avoid creating violent or sexually explicit images or depictions of real people, and various prompts should provide a range of people versus images of one type of ethnicity. However, if you prompt Gemini for images of a specific type of person, such as a black teacher in a classroom or a white veterinarian with a dog, or people in particular cultural or historical contexts, you should absolutely get a response that accurately reflects what you ask for. So what went wrong? In short, two things. First, our tuning to ensure that Gemini showed a range of people failed to account for cases that should clearly not show a range. And second, over time, the model became way more cautious than we intended and refused to answer certain prompts entirely, wrongly interpreting some very anodyne prompts as sensitive. These two things led the model to overcompensate in some cases and be overconservative in others, leading to images that were embarrassing and wrong. Like the Native American Vikings. This wasn't what we intended. We did not want Gemini to refuse to create images of any particular group, and we did not want it to create inaccurate historical or any other images.
Wow.
And you didn't test it? That's I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, quality control, Johnny. I mean,
you didn't even try.
No. Well, herein is another example of what the problem is with these AI bots that have to be trained in order to work. That's how these things work. That's correct. It's not exactly writing. You write the code, but then you have to train.
Yes.
With inputs and outputs. The training, you will never, ever have an AI that is neutral.
No.
Okay? Because whoever trains the AI, their biases, whatever that bias may be, is inherently going to find its way into that AI.
Exactly.
Why? Because if I'm the one training it, I'm the one giving it the pictures and saying, this is a veterinarian, this is so-and-so, this is what the founding fathers looked like at the Constitution signing.
Yeah.
They didn't come from the other side of the world.
They all wore powder wigs.
I'm the one picking what goes in and what gets classified.
Yeah.
Right? Or whatever the group is that's doing the training.
Well,
so you will always inherently, and it's shown over and over again. The Meta thing, the other Google one that became self-aware, every AI it's inevitable.
Because it's only being produced by woke companies, so you're only getting woke results.
Well, it doesn't matter, I mean, woke or not. If you could have a Ku Klux Klan member training it, and guess what? That's going to be racist against black people because
Exactly.
his biases are going to find its way into the machine.
Yeah.
The machine doesn't learn itself. You
No.
teach it.
Yeah.
You feed it.
Yeah.
And so there will always be a bias in the machine. And this is just another example of it.
Yeah. 100%.
And people just need to wake up and understand these things are not going to be the be all end all and be the great governor of people at some point, because they can't get over the human error that gets fed in. Garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage out. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's the thing. I would say this. I mean, also piggyback on your point too, Steve, really, maybe not necessarily AI related, but I think we should just abuse ourselves of the notion that the media doesn't have a bias. No, they've got a bias. They've
Everybody
got
has
a
a
100% bias. And it doesn't matter on which side of the political spectrum you're talking about. You could have it on the left or the right. They each have their own talking points. And then, it just goes from there. So,
Which makes it even funnier that we could find this article on CNN.
Yeah.
This wasn't a CNN article I was cribbing from, but
sure,
we did find CNN covered it, which is
absolutely.
Yeah. But to say that, oh, well, AI, we'll train it so it's, so it's neutral. I mean, everybody has a bias. Everybody. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to have a particular bias towards something. And, it's a matter of really trying to gauge more wisdom than bias. That's really what it comes down to.
Right. I mean, my AI chatbot's going to be biased against Dallas Cowboy fans.
Exactly.
I can't help it.
Exactly.
Yeah, or the Rangers, which they both suck. So there you go.
Or the Maple Leafs.
All right. Not AI, but topic 2. We still have douches.
We do?
What are you going to do?
Oh.
Yeah.
Of the human kind.
Yeah, human douche this time. So,
yeah.
But, just going back to topic 1, that just further fear. You don't want this just to become self-aware.
No.
Because
scary.
I learned everything I needed from iRobot. That scene where she was like, yeah, well, the reason I had to do it is because you guys aren't capable of doing it. I went, that's the end of the world right there. That's what's going to happen when you have to come face to face with a computer, and the computer has more logic in the conversation than you do.
Yikes.
Because she was kind of right. if you really look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I learned my fear from Terminator because the robot was like, hey, I'm in control of nuclear weapons.
Yes. Now, can you imagine putting those two together in a Google search? I got the nuclear weapons. These people need to go. And that's
Yeah, right.
the end.
Yeah.
All right, so back to meatbag douchebags.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Out of Australia, this tale comes.
Oh, good.
Oh, boy.
A young prankster, I'm not sure that's what I would call him, but he was suspended from his $20,000 a year school.
I don't know why that's relevant, but okay.
Why are you paying $20,000 for grammar school? Dang.
Yeah.
He was suspended amid a weeks-long investigation after he drenched a group of women with milk during their boat ride on January 27th.
Oh, boy.
This 16-year-old unnamed Australian boy was handed a, quote, combination of suspension and other punitive action, reparation, apologies, and counseling in the wake of the viral stunt. The Melbourne Grammar School, or we continue to have the firm view that this behavior was completely unacceptable and have treated the matter with the utmost seriousness, I would say.
Yep.
One of the prankster's alleged victims posted a video just moments after they were struck, said the group was celebrating a friend's birthday when they had milk dumped on them. One of the friends is seen trying to shake milk out of a Bluetooth speaker due to the amount that landed on the group.
Oh, jeez.
The boy allegedly told others in a video that has since been deleted on TikTok to stop sending videos of him in the foul act to his school before he was ultimately expelled. Please stop contacting my school. My school has caught me and I am facing expulsion. Can't believe you would do this to a minor, he wrote. Why'd you do this to me? You ruined my life over. I ruined the day. You upped the ante. I'm just a kid and you ruined my life. Too far, he added. Upon the school doing their private investigation, Victoria police have also stepped in to issue the boy a warning for unlawful assault. Good. The boy's prank stirred the pot across the internet as many bashed the ongoing problem in Melbourne. So, good thing we don't live there.
No.
Matt, entitled youth, you have the floor.
Oh, gosh. Well, that kid certainly deserves any sort of punishment that school can muster out, and then some, gentlemen. This was completely uncalled for, unwarranted behavior. If I'm that kid's parents, you ain't going out for a while. You're doing all kinds of chores, that kind of a deal. I know that if I tried to pull that same stunt, my father would be none too happy. I would pretty much be confined for about a month, maybe more.
Waterboarding.
Yeah, exactly.
He might have tried some new tricks on you. To see if these work.
He's got access to tanks,
Yes.
striker vehicles, all that kind of good stuff.
He could send a short group of people just to fix you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey
Yeah,
guys,
oh,
do me
yeah.
a favor.
I think we could go 100 different ways on this, gents. You guys have children, of course. You would talk more about this, I think, and be more qualified than me to say this. But
I'll help.
What?
He's a douchebag.
Yeah.
And my kids will
What
tell
is-
you. My kids will just flat out tell you that I wouldn't even need to wreak physical violence on, which I probably would have, if you did this, because this is assault. So you should be assaulted for your assault.
Yeah.
You don't hit your kid, but you definitely put the fear of God in them. And
Yes.
apparently this kid does not have any of that. There is
No.
his parents, literally from this article, and they're not even quoted, they're not even named, they're not even in it. I can tell that his parents are a little bit free with the tongue and allow him to do whatever he wants. Because that's why you decide to take a carton of milk to a bridge and throw it on people, because you're an
Yeah.
asshole. That
Yeah.
is what this kid is.
Yeah.
The most telling thing to me, though, is he's upset. He's making himself the victim here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because
He's upset because people are ratting him out. He's like, I'm going to get in trouble for this, guys.
of course you are.
Yeah.
You dumbass shouldn't have done it in the first place. Dumbass.
Yeah.
I bet you he would, if it wasn't women, let's just say he threw it on 3 dudes our age, right? Milk our age. And
Yep.
we got out the boat and beat the hell out of him. He'd be the guy that'd be like, well, I'm a minor. They kicked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like that's his response is just that. He would have had that response if he would have got something thrown back at him, if the cops would have, put their hands on him to stop him from doing it. If anything, a bystander would have did it. He would, because that's what these people do. They're victims immediately. It doesn't matter what they do. Don't worry about what they did. It's what you did. You've seen those police videos where someone speeds and they put the cop immediately on video, go, well, I want to see your supervisor. It doesn't matter that I was going 65 and a 32. Like, you're harassing me.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Lack of
you're
accountability, whatever.
stupid.
Yeah. Just lack of accountability. I think just the willingness to face the truth
Yeah.
over what he did.
Which
you
was
could
assault.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Technically, I think legally it's battery.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what the Australia laws are. When you learn in criminal law in law school, battery is an unwanted touching. Assault is to put someone in apprehension of
Got it.
something.
Interesting.
So
we go with that. Okay, so it was bad.
But assault, calling it assault's fun.
Yeah.
Because assault sounds worse.
I don't know. Battery might be worse. Well, yeah, either one of the two.
Well, in any
it's pretty good. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
criminal. What it is.
It's fully criminal.
If I read battery, I would be like, oh my God, that's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yikes.
don't know, gents.
What did
It's
you
like,
do?
is it? Well, I mean, I've seen some people doing stupid crap when I was like in high school. I mean, I guess that's to be expected. But where where I think the issue is too, where it gets exasperated, is social media.
Yes.
I think the idea that, you got to put this
100%.
on for clicks, I think that's what's been worse about it. And where I think the kids are really just being subjected to all kinds of crap that you shouldn't see at all. And it's glorified on platforms such as TikTok and Facebook and whatever.
Look at the opening line in the article. A young prankster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should say some idiot kid was suspended from school because he did something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me correct that title. Dumbass suspended from $20,000 a year school. And I hope the school kept the money. Matt, I think you're absolutely right. Because I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, are kids just worse and lack respect for other people and their property? Because I feel like they damage stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Are they worse today than they were when we were kids? But then I'm like, maybe not, because when I was young, or I even hear people my parents' age or grandparents who say they were throwing rocks at SEPTA trains. Like,
it always is a thing. Teenage angst is a thing. It's on video now.
Right. That's that. You're absolutely right. That is the difference here.
Yeah.
Is the people are filming it. And you're even more of a dumbass if you film yourself committing a crime, because that's just, here, Your Honor, here's my evidence.
Yeah, and it's not enough to just delete it off of the platform, because that is out there now. It doesn't matter. You can go back, archive it, all kinds of stuff. So the fact that you could just, I've just deleted it, it doesn't really happen. Well, if you're filming yourself, it is, and it can be found.
By the way, that's what makes CNN so funny, because they do it willingly. It's just...
Yeah.
But it's not just that they're stupid and they film themselves doing it. You're right also, Matt. There's an influence there because they see somebody else, a TikTok challenge. Oh, I'm supposed to rip the soap dispenser off the wall in my school and, show it on TikTok.
Sure.
It's like, are you a dumbass? You've just committed vandalism.
Yeah.
They did it with gas pumps last summer. They were ripping the grade things off, which was ridiculous.
Really?
The industry, I think it was close to $1 million.
Wow, Johnny.
That was paid just to repair this little TikTok stunt, which, by the way, I do it for a living. Getting one of them, you could hurt yourself getting one of them off. They don't come off easy.
Yeah.
And they were
nobody
stealing.
said,
Yeah,
nobody said what these kids were doing wasn't, stupid.
It was ridiculous. When the dude told me, the guy I was talking to about it, told me how much money his company got labor-wise from that, I was blown away.
Wow.
I was like, are you kidding me? Like, wow, you guys made that much money off of just going back and fixing this stupid TikTok trend?
Yeah.
Maybe they started the TikTok trend. Who knows?
Maybe. Hey, I'm not saying the company, but I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
But my problem with this kid is why did he think that milk was a good idea? I'm pretty sure if he would have did water.
Well, even
I wouldn't be happy about being drenched with water.
I wouldn't have either. But if
dry and evaporate,
But if he would have picked water, would it have been so severe? What I'm trying to say is I'm trying to prove malice. This dude went out of his way to ruin someone's day.
Yeah.
If he would have picked
legitimately
confetti, if he would have picked water, if he would have picked like a squirt gun, you know what I mean? Anything that would have been, ha, gotcha, run away. Would it have been so serious? No, this dude went out of his way.
Yeah, to get milk, which does stick. It sticks to your clothes. It sticks to your hair.
I don't like milk in a cup because it's icky.
Yeah.
Like when it gets on the outside. Like,
and somebody in the video could actually heard, according to the article, say we're actually going to stink. So not only is it sticky, but when it dries, it's going to, milk,
it lingers.
You can't leave milk out because
milk is awful.
It lingers. Yeah, no question. Yeah, I just worry that, with the the social media to me, gents, was really the one thing that I keep going back to, and I just wonder, like, when is that going to stop? Because that's really, I think, the crux of this, and the issue not the issue, but the desire to be famous on a TikTok or a Facebook, to go viral on stuff. This was malice. This is, all kinds of stuff where it was like, this was not funny. This wasn't funny at all.
No, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. And so for him it just tells that he's just not thinking clear at all. And it shows his youth and his lack of wisdom, or whatever the case may be. He shouldn't have done it. He did it. I'm glad the school did what they had to do. Yeah. That's exactly what you're supposed to do with this kid.
Consequences, man.
Yes.
Yeah, consequences for your actions, right? I mean, that's really what it's all about, Steve. You're
and
right on money.
Oh, you ruined my life.
No.
Yeah, you got kicked out of a $20,000 a year school, dude.
Yeah.
Some school will take you. Okay?
Yeah.
Your life is not over by any means. As long as you learn from your mistake, which it doesn't sound like he did based on the quotes he's given.
Yeah.
But he's, dumbass.
He'll probably use motor oil next time.
And if you don't want to have milk poured on your person, you will visit twonoobstalking.wordpress.com. That's right. That is our website where you can go. You can read up all about John's obsession with, stuff.
All of it. Every single thing of it.
Every single thing. Every single thing. You can also check out old episodes all the way back to, John, you're correct, last week, 140.
Oh, nice.
For that, though, you can get a link to YouTube. They'll take you to all our old episodes, including with the OGs. You can also get audio podcasting sites where you can find us. And hey, if one of them doesn't float your boat, you can put our RSS feed in your podcatcher and use whatever audio program you desire.
Oh, real quick, not to interrupt you, but I just wanted to let Glenn know. If you go to the Two Noobs on iHeart, there is a clickback section where you hit a microphone. You can bitch at us the whole time, and it will come to my email. So if you feel the need that you want to be a part of it, dude, do it, because it would be awesome. I'll share it with everybody.
That's fantastic. I love it.
You might even have your own segment if you do.
And as always, like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube. You might, at the website, might have something. I don't know. You could probably sign up to get notifications to your email when new stuff drops.
And
which is always helpful.
We got a not last week, but the week before. We got a like on WordPress.
Oh, nice.
They liked the episode, so thank you.
Yeah,
whoever that was, thanks for going that link, because you should have went to YouTube. But
yeah, that's right.
Hey, you're on WordPress. Awesome.
Hey, we like visitors to our website, and if you got something to say, let us know. We like to hear from people, and we want to answer any questions you may have, which are within reason.
Yeah.
Or topics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're all for it.
Yeah.
You could do the work for us. We'd be happy with that.
Yeah, give us an article. We'll talk about it as long as it's reasonable.
Yeah.
No more electric vehicles, though, guys.
No. Yeah, we're done with that for a while.
I've had it with that. All right, so moving on to topic 3. Hey, did you know the NBA All-Star Game happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either.
Well, it happened. Apparently, a record number of points were set. The East scored over 200 points in a game. You'd think that would be exciting, but
no. It really wasn't.
The NBA All-Star Game has been going down the tubes for a while now, and it is endemic of a number of all-star competitions in all sports, frankly. And unfortunately, the All-Star Game when I was young used to be a fun time, but now it just seems the athletes don't really seem to give a shit anymore, so why should we?
Yes.
Is it time to get rid of it, or can we fix it? We here at Two Noobs say, we need a topic to discuss, so we'll try to fix it for you. And then at the end, we'll say to drop them.
Yes, exactly. Or I'll just sit here and not care that get rid of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, John, 10 minutes you have. Go. How can we fix? Nope. All right, well, let's start with the NBA first, because that's the most recent All-Star Game that occurred, and probably maybe tied with the NFL for suckiest
I would agree.
all-star competition.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I can start with the dunk contest ain't what it used to be.
Nope.
As I sound like an over 40 ranting
Yep.
codger.
Michael's not there.
Michael's not there, but the stars aren't even there.
No.
Guys, Mac
Yeah.
McClung, did he win the dunk competition this year again?
I
don't know.
Couldn't
I have
even
no
tell
idea.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he did, good on him, but who the F is Mac McClung?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's that empty seat on the bench that they don't need in case they bring him up later.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, guys, the dunk contest used to feature Michael Jordan. You had Dominique Wilkins. You had Spud Webb, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Vince Carter dunked his elbow.
Exactly.
Where has that all gone?
It's gone.
Why?
McClung did win it, by the way. He won it
good
again.
for him.
Yeah, back-to-back years.
He does a good job, but he shouldn't even be in the friggin' thing because it should be guys like LeBron or Jason Tatum, whoever.
Yeah.
The actual stars of the league, not G League dudes.
I think the fact that they have the fear of getting hurt is really the biggest factor in all of this. But, I mean, come on. If Vince could dunk with his elbow, right? And he hung, I mean, that was one of the more iconic dunks in the history of the NBA. It was the greatest thing. It was just unbelievable. Nowadays, it's like...
It took 3 days for us to understand what the hell he did.
What exactly did he do, right? I mean, at the end of the day. But yeah, there's always been controversy with the dunk contest in recent years. But it was, I think, Steve, to your point, back in the day, you had unbelievable stars. Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, Spud Webb, guys that were just entertaining as all get out. And it was like...
But they were the faces of the league,
and they were the faces of the league.
Yes.
And the fact that the faces of this league right now aren't doing that says a lot. It says a lot about the NBA players at the moment. They're taking this way too much for granted, I think.
I get what you're saying about not wanting to get hurt. I actually think it's a little different. I think they don't want to be embarrassed.
That's true.
I think they don't want to miss the dunk or get a bad score, and now they're going to be embarrassed as part of their brand.
Don't you
LeBron
think
missed the dunk in the dunk contest? It's going to harm his brand.
Yeah.
Don't you think ESPN would run with that all day long? It would be 24 hours.
Totally.
If he missed a dunk, they would, and I think that's the problem. They would run that. Oh, watch him miss, watch him miss, watch him miss. Hey, at 11, watch him miss. Hey, at 12, watch him miss. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I understand why they don't want to put themselves out there. So I asked the NBA, stop doing the BS that doesn't work. Why not work with them and come up with something that would get the stars out there? I'm not saying force them to do it, but
I am.
use them. You can use them. You're paying them. You could use them in a way to where they are involved. And if the dunk contest isn't, if the dunk contest isn't getting ratings, why are you still doing it?
Yeah, I don't know if it ever.
They
will
tried
come
the
back,
3-point shooting with the WNBA girl, and all they did was rip it apart.
Yeah.
After they did, it made no sense. It's like the NBA is not even talking to the people that are covering it.
Yeah.
Like, you had her out there to promote the WNBA, but then the NBA people were just like, blah, 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 blah. And it was like, that was terrible. She needs to use a bigger ball. Like, what the? Shut up. Like, they're trying to promote something. Like, none of them are on the same. Well, it's lack of leadership. It just dawned on me. Adam Silver is not the human that you want to be in charge of anything. That's probably why it sucks so bad.
Close to Rob Manfred,
Maybe.
Johnny. I don't know, but
All right, well, let's go to the game itself then. Because it's basically become, Matt, you had the stat about how many 3-point attempts were taken, which in and of itself to me is not the issue.
Yeah.
The issue is, what was it, like 138 attempted threes or something
more,
like that?
More. It was like 168. Yeah, 97. There were 97, to give an idea, 97 3-pointers were attempted by the East, 71 by the West.
Wow.
Okay.
So that is 168 total 3-point attempts.
168 total 3-point attempps. And how many of them do you think were actually contested?
None.
Yeah, probably close to none.
Zero.
Probably.
Zero.
Yeah.
And,
Accident. Like somebody accidentally turned the wrong way.
And it also shows you the lack of running that they were doing, because it was probably 2 passes. Inbound, 1 pass up, shoot. Inbound, 1 pass up.
Right.
So nobody was walking, so the game was a standstill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
Johnny,
3-point attempts and dunks. That was it.
Yeah.
I sent John on Instagram. There's a video of actual defense being played at the All-Star game 2001. So that was like 23 years ago.
That was some
When
real
AI
basketball
was
players,
on
like AI was on.
They were playing it as if it was a regular season NBA game, like close to the playoffs. I mean, it was unbelievable, the amount of effort that was going in just to stop, because they knew something was on the line. Maybe it was pride, maybe it was more money on the pool, who knows? But it worked. It was compelling television to see the tremendous amount of athletes that were out there and their whole effort just to stop, the West from scoring a bucket. And that was a 1-point game, by the way. That was a 1-point game that came down to the last possession. It was riveting television. Here, this was a joke. This was an absolute farce of what basketball should be. It's fantasy basketball gone wrong, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, you're absolutely
It kind of reminds me of when we were doing the Torn ACL League and one of us scored 200 points. And I was like, whoa, okay, wait a minute. We gotta
fix this.
We gotta dial this back a little bit,
Right. I mean, the funniest part about the whole thing is apparently Adam Silver before the game was like, hey, guys, you need to put some effort into this. And then they went out and gave no effort.
Yeah, because he shows leadership ability.
That is not good. That is not good for the office of the commissioner to do this. And that says to me that that's a fracture that, the next time a CBA is coming up, they're not going to trust him and he's not going to trust the players. I mean, it's a minor thing maybe with the All-Star game, but
I mean, what do you think it is that people just don't care anymore to play?
Get rid of
it's a generation. I think it's a generation of talent that's there.
Yeah. But if you get rid of the fan vote, because that's the one thing I don't like about the NBA at all. Get rid of the fan vote.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Well, I think it would stop getting these older players that don't deserve to be there. LeBron does not deserve to be in an All-Star game at this point. Let's get some of the younger talent in there that like to play, like Maxey, like all the Tatum and Brown and anybody that plays for the Celtics right now. There's like 7 of them that are good. Let's get them in there to play basketball and don't market it as this like it was with Magic and Bird back then. College basketball isn't the same way that it was, so you can't use that same formula. They're trying to keep these things alive. They're trying to keep these players alive. LeBron's what, 40? 41?
Close to 38, I think.
Okay.
He had 8 points, by the way. He had 8 points in the game. LeBron.
Why would he care to be there?
And he probably moved about 3 feet the whole game.
Yeah. And he's too busy funding unfunded schools in different countries that produce bad academics.
He's got a problem with that. By contrast, Karl Anthony Towns, 50 points, shot the ball 35 times. Leading the West. I mean, it was crazy. It was absolutely insane. Damian Lillard on the East, 14 of 26, 39.
All right, points. So how do we fix it, gents?
Well, I think there's a couple of ways to go about it. I'll just say one, just for time. I think, to Johnny's point, I think he's right. I think the older players, they do need to go like a LeBron, the old guard. They do like, okay, yeah, he's got marketability. Maybe.
If you're not performing like an all-star, you shouldn't be there.
Yeah, you shouldn't be there.
Yeah. He can be there, just not in it.
Yeah, just not in it. Yeah. And I think you just have to build your young stars up. And you basically put whatever kind of incentive you have to do, because that generates a lot of money for a particular, for the NBA. There's no question about it. It's a great celebration. Should be tremendous celebration of the game. I think you've got to incentivize these players, to say, okay, if you have stops, hold the team under 130 points, you're going to get like, let's just say $100,000 or something like that. Whatever they decide upon to make it more competitive. I think you have to reward competitive ability here.
They have enough money. So let's just debunk that real quick. They have enough money to make it work. If that was not having good leadership, if Adam Silver had to throw a couple $1 million at it, he could easily do it. And I don't think it's a bad idea. Incentivize for stops is good. Incentivize these guys to play in the dunk contest. So you could maybe you get $100,000 if you win and get the top 5-6 stars.
Yeah. I think there's also that. I mean, there's another bigger problem in the fact that I think they're kind of just resting on their laurels too. I think, and I'm talking about the players.
I mean, the game.
You're talking about load management, and oh my gosh, I don't want to go out there and play. And it's like, you know what? Okay, if you're not going to do that, then why are you even in the league? Honestly,
they forget
because they got money.
I think sometimes they forget this is entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, there's people who watch and people in the stands, and they're the reason that they get paid what they do.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's asking too much to play in an all-star game when you are selected.
Yeah.
To entertain the people who pay your salary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people don't want to see you jacking up 150 some odd 3-pointers or more. That's not entertaining at all.
No, it's not.
Where's the fast breaks? Where are the dunks? Where's the stops?
Exactly.
You know, that kind
of
thing.
All right, well, let's move on to the other piece of trash all-star game, which is not even a game anymore. It's the Pro Bowl games, I guess. That's what they call it. You don't have an actual football game.
Yeah.
Just cancel everything that they're doing. They're doing nothing. They're doing nothing right.
Yeah.
Bring back the quarterback club and just call it a day.
I don't know how wonderful it is to sit and watch. You know, you're sitting around the plate of nachos and you're watching the Pro Bowl and you're watching, linemen shuttle, let's just say I think one of them was like, you're taking weights off of a sled. You then put them in a bin and then you pull your first down chain to get a first, to win. That doesn't appeal to me at all.
Well, it doesn't appeal to any of us, but I guarantee you there are idiots out there who enjoy watching the combine and how high a dude can jump off the ground. Oh, yeah, look at his vertical, man. And they're sitting there eating nachos watching that shit.
Yeah.
They're the real numbskulls here. That's the reason that they're doing that. But the NFL is the one league where I can say, to actually play a football game, you do have a legitimate reason to not want to do that because you are probably going to get hurt. Because football, there's at least 3 or 4 injuries a game, regardless of what's going on.
Normally, in a preseason game, there's 3.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So I can understand not wanting to have a full contact regular game go on with the Pro Bowl. That's understandable to me.
Yeah.
I agree with you guys. I think you just cancel it. Just name all-stars in name as a roster and be done with it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
but they won't do that because they're still making money somehow from those morons watching.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, it's all about Disney and Orlando.
Yeah, of course.
They got to make money somehow, so there you go. And
ESPN. It used to be Hawaii.
Yeah.
And they don't even want to do that anymore.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing with that was I think their stadium is pretty much shot to shit now because of all the rain.
Well, God forbid the NFL use some of that money to create something for poor communities. No, just move it to the rich community.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
just move it to Disney World, Johnny. That's all.
The NFL does.
Exactly.
Who cares about the poor community? We're just not going to do it there anymore.
What do we do that for? Yeah, exactly.
Hawaii. That's not even really a state. Come on. Jeez.
Bunch of islands. I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah.
Looking live into Roger Goodell's office right now.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on to the NHL, which I think has a better product in All-Star Weekend than the other two. Somewhat. Still not, you're not going down to a need a block shot like it's a Stanley Cup final, but I do think the days are gone when somebody like Jeremy Roenick would lay a hit just to hit somebody in the All-Star game,
which was
which
fun.
he did.
That's
Yeah.
the point of hockey.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't
Exactly.
He didn't hurt him. He just removed him from the play.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
You just separated the puck from him. That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah. That
I
kind of deal.
don't mind the 3-on-3 tournament that they do. I think that's a fairly decent idea.
It makes me
In a
not
fantasy
want to
draft-
watch 5-on-5 hockey when I see it like 4-on-4 and then I see it on 3-on-3. It's just better. And it's like, I don't. You guys need to rethink this. You could cut 2 or 3 players off your roster,
Yeah, can you
and some
imagine?
money,
Yeah.
and watch real hockey.
Well, all they would have to do is just expand a deal to 36 teams and then cut the rosters down by like
Right.
one line.
Right.
Problem solved.
Or just do what I've always argued and go to the European rank and stop it, NHL. You don't
Oh,
understand good
gosh.
hockey.
There you go. Can you imagine? Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm with you on that, Steve. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I mean, they still do the skills competition,
they do.
which doesn't have the same allure to me that it did when I was younger, but maybe that's just because I'm old. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely because we're old, because my kids were sending me Instagram posts while it was happening, and they're
Yeah.
newer hockey fans. So it did, and they're not there for they understand the game. So they
Right.
they
Yeah, right.
enjoyed it. And it looked pretty cool, I like the accuracy shot, I like the hard shot,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the
Yeah,
skating
absolutely.
around. That's also really good. I mean, I like figure skating. So if you could get hockey players doing fast things, that's cool to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really like the breakaway thing where it's basically like the NHL's version of the dunk contest. I think that's kind of dumb.
I think the NHL just has dumb games. If they were to tighten up their games and just remember
Right.
when Mike Gartner did the fastest skater thing, and we were
Yeah.
all blown away back in the day because he was the way he turned at the net,
Yeah.
like he was faster than all the other NHL players. Like, why can't everybody do that?
Seriously.
Turns out he's way faster than everybody else.
Yeah.
Bring those kinds of things were cool back.
Yeah. Yeah.
The All-Star game they had in Vegas a couple of years ago, they had a couple of new games that actually were kind of fun. One was it was sort of like golfing. You had floating platforms out on a fountain, and you had to hit them for points. And they had another one where it was like mystery squares, and you had to shoot for points there. That was kind of cool. Those are neat. But they've also had some really dumb games come through.
I just think they need to come up with better ideas. Keep those ideas, because I don't think that happened last year, but it happened
Probably
in Vegas
not.
a couple years
Yeah.
ago. Just settle on something. Do what the NBA did.
Games.
Yeah, but do what the NBA did, but don't do it like the NBA did it.
Right.
Keep the 3-point, keep the dunk, keep 3 good things, and I think the NHL will be fine.
That's a good point. Who wins the fastest skater contest usually? Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid's probably the best player in the league.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? What the NBA does with the dunk contest would be like if the NHL was bringing up ECHL guys.
Exactly, to do the,
the fastest
skate.
skater,
Exactly.
or the hardest shot. Come on. Seriously.
One thing I also mentioned in pre-production, I'll mention now on the podcast, guys. I think really a good way to shake up the NHL All-Star Game is to throw it outside.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Any hockey game outside, they should do it. I think they should do it during the regular season. Beat this thing to death.
Yeah.
Really beat this thing, because it's beautiful.
When you have 40 to 50,000 people watching this,
It's
I
an
remember.
opportunity to grow. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's really cool when you see a hocky game outside, and it's
what do we hold in Lincoln Financial Field for? To stare
close
at?
to 70,000.
70,000. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but what are we using it for? It plays 8 Eagles games, a couple Temple games, and you stare at it when you drive down 95. You can't put 5 hockey games in that thing?
Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And the games they had in Lake Tahoe a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
The visuals were spectacular.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of Winter Classic ones throughout the years that they did very visually beautiful.
Yeah.
And I've gone back and watched them recently because we're doing a Stadium Series soon. Spoiler alert. Just to see what was going on, because I didn't even know the Stadium Series existed until you guys brought that up. But I remember the Winter Classic, and I was looking at Winter Classic uniforms, the Stadium Club, and I started to get nostalgic about these Winter Classic days. And man, they did a great job sometimes. Just a good background. Yeah. And you're watching the teams come in, you're watching them play, and you're like, what a great job.
And if you throw that kind of concept into an all-star game environment, imagine the party scene, imagine the atmosphere.
It'd be awesome.
You know,
yeah.
I would spend $150 if it was at Lincoln Financial for the Flyers would host one, and it was at Lincoln Financial. I totally would be like, hey guys, you want to get tickets? You want to go? Like, that would make me want to go to it. If you're gonna put it in a regular, little bowl that we watch games at, I'd rather just pay $25 and sit in the nosebleeds and watch a Flyers game. I don't need to watch an all-star game there, but make it an event.
Outdoors.
Yeah, make it
a huge event.
Real quick, let's touch the other fourth major sport, which is the baseball all-star game, which is probably the most similar to a regular baseball game because you can't really, lag it defensively. You gotta play the game.
Yeah, you're gonna get hit in the face if you don't catch it.
Home run derby is perfect. That's like the highest, the guys that have the most home runs by I think by the end of May or something like that, they're automatically qualified or something like that.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with it other than the voting. Get rid of the fan, but I hate fan voting. So
fans are stupid.
Yes, yes, they are. I'm even me included as one of those fans. I don't vote. Fan voting, get rid of it. Get your stars. Take whatever metric you need to take. Whatever one you want. If you want highest batting average, if you want on base percentage, whatever you want. Like at each position, grab those 27, get them out there, do the home run derby for the best. Get the pitchers, keep them only pitching an inning because you don't need to waste arms. So get the best out there. They have the best. Get the league out of the All-Star game is my feel for MLB. Get the league. It shouldn't mean anything. It's an All-Star game. It's an exhibition. Make it an exhibition and get the best players there. I think that's the best for MLB.
Yeah.
My one change.
Okay.
If you notice, the NHL All-Star game is played in an afternoon.
Yep.
The NBA All-Star game,
that's prime time.
Night.
That's prime time.
Yeah. See, the MLB All-Star game starts way too goddamn late.
I agree.
Too late. That should be That should be a 1:00 game, like a business person special kind of.
Yeah,
and it should be on the weekend.
On the weekend, like 4:00. 4 or 5 o'clock.
I don't understand why all these All-Star games aren't Saturday or Sunday, 1 to 4. The NFL has figured this out. People are most likely to watch you if you put it on convenient time.
Yeah.
Right.
Even wrestling has figured it out. If I put it on at 7 o'clock on a Saturday, I get way more viewers than 9 o'clock on a Sunday.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a summertime, but you're expecting little kids who you need to grow your fan base.
Yeah.
You're expecting them to stay up until midnight to watch an All-Star game?
No.
It's not going to happen.
I would agree. Yeah. If you're only going to start during the weekday, it's got to be 6:40 or 7 o'clock at the absolute latest.
Yeah. Well, it's always an 8 o'clock start, but then they introduce all the players and they have all the pomp and circumstance. The first pitch isn't until like 8:53.
4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it ends at 7 when you're getting
it's like
up for
Roman
work.
Reigns' entrance it just keeps going and going and going.
Forever.
Please stop it. Yeah.
It's still going on, and he didn't even wrestle this weekend.
All right, as we move to topic 4, the Stadium Series for the NHL occurred recently.
Yeah.
Depending on when you view this video. Flyers, unfortunately, dropped one to the Devils. I was watching it in North Jersey, but was with a whole bunch of Flyers fans, so it was okay.
Oh, there you go.
But that got us thinking. Stadium Series jerseys. We're not talking about all outdoor games. This here is a winter classic, different type of game.
Very good looking jersey, by the way.
It's outstanding jersey.
Yeah.
Stadium Series is a different thing. Matt's got one of those on from the Flyers 2017.
I believe so.
Yeah, it was the one in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yeah, the one in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
So they've done that. I think Stadium Series first started 2014, I believe. So we've gone through, we've pulled all of the jerseys. We're going to rate them. John, I give you the floor as the master of ceremonies.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Not wearing any Flyers gear at all. I appreciate that. So what we're going to...
we don't.
Yes. So what we're going to start off with, they're not in order. I'm sorry. It's really hard to put things like this on the internet that you have to rip from a site that would probably hate that I'm doing this. But I try for you guys. We're going to start with the 2014 Anaheim Ducks. I want to call them the Mighty Ducks so bad.
Yeah.
I'm just going to jump on you if you did.
Yes.
I'm glad you
Yes.
bit the tongue.
They played the LA Kings. So this was their jersey.
Okay.
I like it. I have issues with the D. I've never liked that logo. So
Yeah.
I would, but if it's their logo, it's their logo. So I can't be too like put the Mighty Duck on there. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I don't either.
It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if I had a 5-star, I'd probably give this 3.5. Like I'm not hating this, in that
That's
regard.
exactly where I would fall too.
That'd be like 3.5 stars. Yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't strike me as much different than their everyday stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't hate it either. I just think it's a missed opportunity to go retro.
Absolutely agreed. A little purple and
Little purple,
yep.
an actual duck.
Yep.
You know,
it would have been cool. It would have been cool.
Yeah, but I don't despise these.
Yeah. Agreed. Yep.
A little orange, but
it is
a little loud in terms of the orange, but
loud,
I get where they're coming from, though. I get it. Yeah.
The one thing I will critique and say that I absolutely hate is the bottom of the leg of the pants being orange when the socks are. Like, bro, like that is rookie move right there.
Yeah, a little cheesy.
You could have put a white around there and then did the white down the sock. It would have looked better.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that, Johnny. I'm with you.
All right, moving on.
All right, moving on. So this is 2014 Kings?
This is the game that they played.
Okay.
This is what the jerseys look like against them.
My first reaction was, where's the color?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a black and white photo.
Yeah.
This is a black and white photo of the LA King. I love certain King jerseys throughout the last 20 years. This is not one of them.
Okay.
Matt will tell you 100%. I'm a huge fan of the LA Kings and their presentation, their jerseys.
Yeah.
Love a lot of their jerseys. This is not one that would be in my collection. This is bad.
Yeah, I'd probably rate this one, if I got 5 stars, I probably would go 3. Probably 3. It's not bad. I wish there could be a little purple in there.
Yep.
I wish there could be a little purple in the crown, a little purple in the trim somewhere, here and there.
A little ode back to the
but subtle.
70s and 80s. Yeah.
Yep.
My
argument,
argument,
back to their 70s, 80s.
My argument is, why not go straight back to the 70s and 80s? And that's what it should have been. You should have went all the way back. Teach people, your history. I just missed opportunity.
Yep.
This certainly is better than the Chrome Dome that they sported this year. But my problem, as I said at the beginning, I'd be like looking at my TV, like, what's wrong with my color and tint settings?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a little too like 1930s for me.
Exactly.
Especially when you're playing an orange team.
Would you play? Exactly. Okay, would you guys play in either one of the 2 jerseys?
No.
Would you feel?
No, I don't like either of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're not bad. Neither one of them are bad. Neither one of them are like, oh my God, they're repulsive or anything of that sort. But I wish they could be added just a little bit more to give it a little bit more character, I think. Is probably what we're falling on.
I feel a little bit more on the negative side to this one. It's just a missed opportunity.
Okay. I'm with you. Yep. All right. What do you got, John?
Moving
What's
on
next?
to the 15. I wanted to do this for a reason. The 15 LA Kings
Oh,
That's just hideous.
Good Lord.
Oh,
They tried and failed.
oh.
Like,
Yeah, this is bad.
What's with the like flabby arms under the?
I don't know.
On the sides.
I don't know.
I
don't understand the white pants. Like, why did you? This is what's wrong with the marketing industry in America. You went from black and white TV to gaudy, disgusting. That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah. It's it's almost like it's too white. There's so much white on here that it's like, it's so bizarre. It's like, I was like, whoa, okay, you could turn this down a little bit, right?
By the way, this didn't come up in Google's Gemini AI at all. That's how white it is.
Yeah, exactly.
The pants look like somebody forgot to, like, they were using paint and they forgot to click the fill button.
Yeah.
For the color, to put the color in the pants.
1 star. 1 star out of
this. These are ugly.
Yeah, this is awful.
This is pretty bad.
This is awful.
Yeah.
Okay, just to get the joke out of it. All right, we're going to the 14 Rangers. We're getting back into the 14. I do not hate this. The red pants are a little weird for me.
Yeah, the red are a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rangers have always underdone it for me. This was actually the first Rangers jersey where it was like, I like it. I hate the New York on it. I've always been I love the crest. That should always be there. To me.
Yeah.
That's my only
the New York Rangers crest.
Yeah, that's my only but they've never really had it. So it's just me being it's just me being an idiot and going, I want that. I want that. And I never get it. They always go New York.
I would rather it say Rangers down the diagonal than New York.
Agree.
I agree with you. The jerseys aren't bad. I have to say, the pants are what really kind of sticks out for me in the uniform overall.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah, I think they ruined it.
The jerseys themselves are okay.
I think they ruined it with the pants. If they just would have did a blue pant with a little bit of white, it would have been fine.
That would have been fine.
Or cut the red a little bit with some blue or white somewhere.
Yeah, the red is just so weird going up against the blue.
Yeah,
it really does. It stands out.
It's a hard sell.
It's a hard
really
look.
Is.
Yeah. I would say 2.5 stars.
Yeah, about
personally.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the Islander.
Oh God.
The Islanders look like it looks like an Islanders uniform, but you let a 5-year-old do paint by number.
Yeah.
And he forgot he forgot to do the middle of the jersey. He got everything else perfectly okay. He just forgot to do the logo.
He also too much blue, John. Like, you got to dial this back, man.
Yes.
Like, seriously.
But if you would have put some orange in the logo, maybe it would have worked. Maybe? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the logo just kills this jersey. I don't mind the jersey.
Yeah.
At all. I don't mind all that blue because they have the right orange and white lines where they need them.
Yeah.
Maybe the hips, you could put a little orange and white. That would be the only change that I would make. But that logo, man, you just missed opportunity.
Yeah.
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 You didn't even put all the tape on the stick.
If I remember correctly, the tape on the stick, it's the 4 stripes for when they won the Stanley Cup. So I think, and they've always had that in their crest and in their logo and whatever, and in their recent iterations.
Just a missed opportunity.
I just don't like the blue on this. I think it's way too blue. And no. I'd be like 2 stars maybe.
If you would have put the regular Islanders logo on this jersey, I would have been okay with it.
Yeah. That would have helped.
Yeah, I would have been okay with it.
I don't like how the stripes on the arms stop.
Yeah.
I think they should go
That's a little
around.
annoying. Yeah, that's a little annoying. Yeah.
The white on the shoulders has like weird borders.
Yes.
They kind of just exist. Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right,
moving on.
What else you got, John?
Moving on. The Devil. Which, by the way, this is the 14
Look at that.
Devils.
That's not bad.
And I just found out that this is their actual Heritage Series. Later on, they've kept these jerseys around. I love. I'm not a Devils fan at all, but I love me some Devils jerseys with the green.
Yeah.
I don't know why they ever got rid of that.
Yeah. I agree. This throws me back to the 1980s.
Yes.
Seeing these jerseys
where we all fell in love with hockey.
Yeah. And this is definitely like approved on this. I wouldn't wear it, but I give it like a 3.5,
Yeah, this
4
is
stars on this.
this is a good thumbs
Yeah.
up for me.
on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spot
This
on
is-
with this.
This is good. I don't know about the red helmet
Yeah.
Yeah, a
But
little
otherwise, I
a
think
black
it's good.
helmet. A black helmet would have
Black-
made it look
or green. You could have gone a green
Green,
helmet
yeah.
there. But other than that, I think it looks good.
Yeah.
This
Totally
is well
agree.
done. Much better than what they did this year,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You'll get
which we'll get to.
just wait, you'll see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the
Oh.
Penguins 14.
All right.
They played the Blackhawks.
So again, not bad. I mean, kind of a little understated.
My
it has the
biggest-
black and the gold.
My biggest
go on.
critique to this is I thought this was their regular jersey. It did not, like, I had to like double check it. Like, are you sure this is the Stadium Series jersey? Like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure you left your keys on the? Like, that's the only critique I have of it. It's probably the harshest one I could have about that.
Yeah.
But, like,
Oh, this has the same problem with the shoulders that Islander jersey had. It's kind of sort of an arbitrary line that just kind of stops. It doesn't.
Speaking as artists, we do a lot of art, music / podcast / all this. Why does it have a line on the back of it on the shoulders, but it doesn't have it on the front?
Yeah.
Great question.
Why did you stop that? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Very good question.
And the same thing with the stripes. Why do they stop on the top of the arm? Why don't
Yeah.
they just
Yeah,
go
why
all
don't
the
they
way
just
around?
go all the way around? I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't even go
Where you
all
have
the
it
way
on the
around on the
bottom?
leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not bad. Again, 2.5. If I rating system, 2.5 stars.
Hey,
Wouldn't mind playing in it, but yeah. I mean, there's
I
some
think
things missing.
It could use more color. I
yeah,
think.
it just
Yeah.
looks like their regular jerseys.
Maybe go back to what if they had the old, the Penguin. You remember the Penguin logo that they changed years ago? Maybe they would have that, on that type of jersey.
Like the Yager years.
Yeah,
The
love
Yager
it, love
years.
it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
probably could
love
work.
it.
All right. This one I would love if it was in the red.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is this came off to me to be extremely harsh, and it's not because I hate the Chicago Blackhawks. You've already beat us to death with this. The black
Yeah.
with the red, like bring back the Roenick years, bring back the Amante years. Like Steve said, the red. Like if you would have popped this in red with black outline, 100%, 100%. I would
absolutely.
have bought. I
Yeah.
would have bought them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, not complaining about this one either. I follow exactly what you guys are saying. I think they probably stayed away from the red because it's in their rotation, obviously, in every home game that they have. I think looking at this, they're thinking, oh, well, we do have black. Let's use this. And again, someone went crazy with paint, and they just
Yeah.
doused the
My
entire thing
question-
in black.
Well,
My question
this is sort of similar to the Pittsburgh one, though. And
Yes.
I would have thought this is their regular jersey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My,
You know?
my
There's nothing
question
special
is,
about it.
when Pittsburgh brings you regular ass jersey, right? Like, why not the Blackhawks come up with something? Because there wasn't a lot going on with that one. You could stand out, and they didn't.
Yeah.
maybe the one thing I would change about is get rid of the Indian head and put the C with the 2 cross things in the front, like where you see on the shoulders.
Just to
the
be
upper right,
different.
just be
Yeah,
different.
yeah. I
Yeah.
love that as an alternate.
As an alternate logo, yeah. 2.5 stars. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Not gonna
All right,
complain.
so
but-
we're moving on to 215. We already saw the Kings, so we're gonna finish up 15 and 14. Just so everybody understands, it was Ducks versus the Kings, Rangers,
Yep.
Islanders, Devils, Rangers. So they wore
Okay.
that jersey twice that year.
Okay.
Pittsburgh,
And-
Pittsburgh Blackhawks. Just to
Yep.
bring it up,
Alright.
that's the 14. 15. This figures out. This is the Kings jersey that we showed you earlier, and the Sharks jersey now.
Okay.
You know what? This reminds me of that Kings one where they went all white from like the top
Yeah.
of your abdomen down. This is the reverse. It's all black from the top of it. I don't like it. I
get-
like this. I like the Sharks with their blue, the
Yeah.
teal or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Throwing that black halfway down the jersey doesn't work
The
for me.
It doesn't
San-
work.
The San Jose
especially
Sharks
doesn't
have
work
some
on
of the
the
best some of the best jerseys, one of the best logos. They have
Yeah.
good color scheme. They
Yes.
did not do any of that in this. This was like their regular season uniforms, even their like third jerseys and stuff throughout the years have always been halfway decent.
Yeah.
This looks like people that don't understand hockey or don't understand the franchise put something together. Like, oh, it should be like this.
Yeah.
And the black is only on the front. It doesn't even go all the way around to the back.
It makes no sense.
No.
Totally agree. Yeah. I would say epic fail here. 1.5 stars.
Yeah, they
I
failed.
just
They
don't understand the white in the middle, and then all of a sudden you go to the back and it's all teal.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, where are you going with all of this? So, all right.
Ooh,
Okay.
that I
2016.
like.
All right.
I like that.
So now we're in 16. Now we're the Minnesota Wild, and the Blackhawks.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yes.
I like that.
That
not
is a
complaining.
quality jersey that reminds me of their third jersey. It reminds me of their franchise. I have no issue. I love their logo. I think it's a hell of a logo.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know that was a bear?
I did for many, many years. Yes.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a cougar.
This is funny. I'll
Oh my
admit this,
gosh.
how stupid I am at certain times. I didn't know it was anything for the longest time. I thought they just had a landscape up there. Then later, found out it was a bear.
Yeah, it's a bear.
I thought it was a cougar until apparently they have a full extended logo that has the full
Yes.
bear body.
Yes. Yes.
And that was the first time, like, oh shit, it's a bear. Oh crap.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe the tiniest complaint would be like it's too green, much like the Blackhawks was too black.
But I don't have a problem with the green. My only issue is I think you could have outlined the numbers.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You guys know I'm not a fan of single color numbers. I always like them to
No,
have
I don't.
Yeah.
a trim around them.
Names
that
and
tackle
numbers
as well.
need a trim for me. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but other than that, I
I
like
love the
Yeah.
M on the pants. I love the M on the helmet. They did the franchise justice with these.
Yeah.
I mean, it
3
could
stars
be,
for that.
yeah, critiqued here and there, but all in all, pretty good.
Yeah.
So
3 stars.
hopefully, yep. Here are the Blackhawks, the ones they played.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh.
So completely opposite.
doing?
Completely opposite of what. The one thing I will say before I go nuts on this, I love the logo on the sleeve with the stop of the stripe. That's
Yes.
smart. Everything else is shit.
Yeah.
Everything else on this jersey sucks.
I couldn't disagree with you, Johnny. I think there are so many problems with this. For one thing, you'll notice in the collar
What the hell?
Yeah,
facing
it's
front, it's
dumb.
the Chicago flag with the 4 stars. And I don't get it. Maybe it's something Chicago. Okay, I
Why
understand
not
that,
make
but
the full collar that though? Both
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah.
And on the back, because you could put 4 stars on the left, 4 stars on the right, 4 stars on the back. You would have represented the flag around the neck of the
Yeah.
player. It would have
It's
looked
also-
better.
Yeah.
it's also too busy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for
White
God's
jersey.
sake, put trimming on those numbers on the white on the black is awful. It looks like
Awful.
someone just wrote crayon on there.
Yeah.
This is an issue I had with the Flyers jerseys this year too. They
Yeah.
have the numbers on the shoulder pads like football.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Totally
You don't like
agree.
that at all.
1 star.
But if
No.
you're gonna do it, man, put a stroke around.
Yeah.
Come on.
1 star. 1 star on this.
Yeah,
one.
it is-
Not a big
they're-
fan.
Ugly.
Chicago has failed this series so far.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, their black is better than their white. This is too loud for a
Yeah,
white
that
shirt.
was
Wow.
So-
it's between the two of
Yes.
them. The black one was better. That
Better,
was
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
You were jumping ahead for some reason because
Oh.
files don't do what files are supposed to do. This is the 2020 Colorado Avalanche versus the Kings. I don't know when we're going to see the Kings, so please bear
Yeah.
with me. But this is garbage. This isn't even roller hockey ready.
no.
This is -3 stars, guys. Honestly.
And look at the helmet
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
on one side.
Why
Yeah.
would you
have
do that?
That's,
What-
yeah, that's incredibly stupid.
I don't
I-
like the white stripe going through on the back, especially with the number. I don't like that. I've always been like that. The back of the jersey should be blank to allow for the name and the number.
Yes.
But to have that white stripe going right through the middle of the number looks to me like it's like a 5-year-old is putting this jersey
this is
together.
not.
It's like,
This
"Ah,
is not.
what
This is what you would
No.
make if you were playing NHL, whatever year it is, and you were like, "Oh, I'm going to create a team and I'm going to put it in
Yeah.
whatever town I'm going to put it in. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
And
John, your son
this is
had
the jersey
more
that
creativity than
Oh,
this.
absolutely.
Your son did
Yeah.
much better than that. So
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of switching colors halfway down the jersey.
I agree with that too.
No, I think
I mean, if you want a stripe to break it up, I think that works. The Montreal Canadiens famously have that.
Yes.
That works fine. But it's red above and red below the stripe. It's not red and then white or whatever.
I got to get this thing out of my eyes. But the last thing is, what the hell is the A? I get it's the Avalanche, but you have a logo that already does the A with the Avalanche coming down, and you just didn't put that on your jersey?
This is Comic Sans serif font. Come on.
Why did you create this in MS Paint, right? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you have a legit logo copyrighted by your team that looks awesome.
It's a great logo too. Yeah. Mine is 3 stars on that one.
All right, let's get out of here and let's go to the 2016. Sorry that the 2020 was in there. I apologize,
okay.
But
that's fine.
Here are the Detroit Red Wings. I have so many issues that I have no issues with this jersey. That's all I got to say. I'm used to the red on red on red on red from them, so that didn't
Back of the
affect me
jersey
at
is
all.
perfectly fine. Back of the jersey, love it to death.
Reminds me of
the jersey. I don't get. I do not get the D. I don't understand that.
I don't know what they were going with. Their logo is awesome. If they were trying something out, maybe. But why would you put that weirdly on?
If you put the regular winged wheel in the middle of that, it's probably okay.
Yeah.
The weird diagonal stripe is a little bizarre, but I think with a better logo, it might look okay.
They're too iconic to do things like this.
Yeah.
That's just like I don't mind that stripe. That white stripe is actually really cool if it had the wing logo or something that didn't look like a kindergarten knockoff of the Detroit Tigers.
I will say this,
that's
John.
my only issue.
I would probably put that diagonal white stripe. I'd get rid of that, ditch that, and basically do a white trim roll on the bottom on both the front and the back. And I would put that winged logo in the front, replacing the D, throw it in the back, have a little bit more color, obviously, with your white where your gloves are. But I mean, I just don't like that D. That does not make any sense from a historical perspective. I'm going to give it 1 star. 1 star out of that. Yeah.
Moving on to the Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, here we go.
So this is the one Matt's wearing.
Yes. Yes.
I famously hate this.
This is bad because of the lettering, and because of the numbering.
Yes,
makes no sense. I have no problem.
And the complete black pants. There's no reason for that.
With this orange going right in between, no issues with that whatsoever. No, because it lines up with the logo. It lines up with the logo perfectly. Where they fail is the black with the white outline. You're not going to see that if you're in section 401.
Watch when they play in these jerseys on TV. You cannot read the number.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And I have a 75-inch TV over here.
Yeah.
You cannot read the number on the back of the jersey.
Now, it gets worse when we go to the actual Stadium Series a couple years later.
Yes.
In the Lincoln Financial.
Yeah.
But
a little
I would
orange,
say
orange goes a long way here.
Yes.
A little orange goes a long way. You could even trim it white on the cups just to counteract that. But those why would you have black numbers with a white out? It makes no sense. For TV.
Makes no sense.
Make them orange 100%. Numbers.
Yeah.
Orange numbers and it works better.
Yeah. And if you have white numbers where the orange goes, then you have that pop a little bit more.
Right. I have no problem with the jersey as Matt's wearing it, but once you put numbers on it, that's when it goes to hell.
The jersey, that very reason I've never put numbers on the back of this thing. Yeah, I get, but I would say with the numbers and lettering, you're looking at a 1.5 or 2-star jersey.
Yeah. And the pants, like you can't put a line of white in there.
You can't
somewhere.
put the Flyers logo on it or something. Yeah.
Anything
not a big
fan. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Now, famously, they won in this jersey.
They did.
While we were there, Steve, as you know. That was
the 19,
a couple years ago.
This is the 19. They played the Penguins both times. I have no idea why these are out of order, but This is the 19 logo.
Yeah. No.
I couldn't see it from where we were at all. No idea who scored, except for Giroux. We knew Giroux was out there and he scored the game winner. Well, we knew that. But yeah, Steve.
No.
2 stars, right?
The helmet's ugly.
Yeah.
You again have one color numbers. You gotta have trim on the numbers. You have absolutely no white in the Flyer logo.
Nothing.
Yeah, no white anywhere.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, an orange jersey, when you put white trim around the logo,
like this,
it pops out.
This
is like this. No.
We could not see who was who from where we were at that game, Johnny. We just could not. We had no clue. Unless we had binoculars, which we didn't have. We wouldn't have known who was skating with the puck, who shot, who hit anybody. It wasn't until we saw replays. Oh, Simmons crushed somebody along the boards. That's awesome. That kind of a deal. And then, but it's just not good. Not a good look at all. Unfortunately, they won. So there you go.
It's awful.
So yeah.
There's nothing good about
1.5 stars.
Okay,
just in case anyone thought we were homers.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, that was dumb. And look at going back to 17 with the Pittsburgh jersey.
Oh,
they suck even
front,
more.
The front, I'm okay with the front, but to do the Pittsburgh Steeler thing on the back, that's just silly.
Yeah.
With the numbers, the front I'm okay with. The back is goofy.
I did.
Also, I don't like the mustard colored helmet either.
Yeah.
I also don't like the yellow stripe going through the middle of the shoulder of the arms. What are we doing here? What's going on there?
It's got potential. It just wasn't carried out perfectly.
I think we're getting progressively worse, Jets. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say 0 stars with this. I think it's just. I think you're right, Steve. The mustard.
color,
and
they got the numbers on the shoulders.
Yeah.
And again, no white pop on that.
Right.
Yep.
And so this is what they wore when they played us in 2019.
Yeah, two years later, they produced this one against that. To me, the league forced some of these things on there because they have that stupid thing on the helmet.
Yep.
And there's
no white.
Yeah. Did no white. I think this was a league thing, and it's awful. This is just as awful as the Flyers jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, better in terms of you could actually see the number.
Yeah.
Again, where we were.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, but again, I mean, maybe 2 because again, it's the yellow pops so much. There's no contrast with a white outline.
Yeah, you put a white outline around it, and it looks good.
Yeah,
it looks a little bit better.
I think so.
Yep.
All right,
2 colors, just no.
Now, let's move on. Let's see where we're going now. All right, we got the 18 Maple Leafs.
Oh God.
Which, look at that one. Make that one.
That was minimalist.
Yeah. This is the
white on it.
I'm sorry. -3 stars on this one, guys. I mean, come on. What are we doing here if you're Toronto?
What is the minor league team? The St. John Marlies?
Yeah.
Something like that?
It's the Toronto Marlies. Yeah.
Toronto Marlies now. They used to be St. John. Now they're Toronto. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I would expect from the AHL.
I'm going to blend into the ice, guys. They'll never see me.
It's ugly.
Just so bad.
It's ugly.
-3 stars. It's right up there. It's awful.
I think the Indianapolis Colts were playing.
Yes. Yeah. So this is 2018. Sorry, we mixed the 17 and 19 up, but here's 18. It was the Maple Leafs, which they chose those jerseys and the only time they played in the Stadium Series. And then you have the Capitals.
I don't get the white.
I
don't get the white shoulders. I don't get them at all.
We got some things here. We got a weird W on the pants. For me, 100%, the Capitals have had some of the best jerseys.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
The 80s version.
I love the bird.
The bird.
Peter bird.
Yes. They've always figured out a way to look cool.
Even back in the 80s where they had Capitals and they've got the hockey stick going down and they got the red.
And they forgot all of that.
Why does the W on the pants have an umlaut?
It
over
makes
it?
no sense. It makes no sense. Where's the hockey?
German.
Where's the
I
hockey
think-
stick? Where's the eagle? Where's everything that you've marketed for the last 25 years? It's not
I don't-
here.
It's not an umlaut, Steve. It's basically they had stars over the top
Oh.
of each W, but to your point,
sorry.
it's horrible.
Yeah.
-3 stars. This was
This
probably
is-
the worst.
I swear to God, this is the Washington Nationals jersey guy
Yeah.
somehow infiltrated the Capitals and ruined everything.
Yeah. I just don't get the white shoulders. I don't get
And
it's,
the red kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
too.
so the red
it's
comes
weird.
out of nowhere.
It's weird.
it's really
weird.
bad. Yeah.
All right,
All
so
right,
18's
what
a
else you got, Johnny?
bust complete.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So I think hopefully we'll move on to 2020. Nope, we're gonna move into 2023 apparently.
All right.
So here's the Washington Capitals in
That
2023.
beats the last one.
They played the Hurricanes. They brought the Eagle. Although
Yeah.
he's robust.
Love how it goes
Uh,
into the blue for the shoulders. I love that. I like that idea.
It's not a
Less red at the bottom.
Yeah,
Less
it's not a
red.
bad logo. It's not a bad logo. They got
No.
they made the stars. They kind of corrected the stars. The back looks good.
You got a little cheesy Stadium Series below the NHL crest, which I don't like. That's
It's
a
just-
little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Yeah,
Um,
the numbers need a
I'm
little
not,
bit
I'm
of
not
tone.
complaining about this though. I mean,
No,
Don't
I
hate it.
could live with it.
Yeah, don't hate it.
I would play with this. Like, I'd probably give it a 2-star. It's not great, but it's like I'm not complaining about it either. Because I mean,
Pop
you're
the
right.
numbers.
Yeah.
Pop the numbers with some trim, man. Oh,
Johnny?
what is this?
All right, so we're going 2020 LA Kings. Please, gentlemen, just
Minus
Get at it.
5 stars.
Oh,
This is
there's
the
nothing
worst
good about
I've
this.
No. What are we doing here, John?
Nothing.
I don't know what are we doing? This is your team, right?
maybe they did this to be distracting to the other team. Like they look at this jersey and they vomit instead of passing the puck or something.
This
I don't know.
was the
Oh, no.
precursor to the chrome helmets.
Yeah.
Right here.
Ugh.
They got away with this, and that's what you got later. Literally.
They probably burned all of these jerseys once they were done, but they kept the
I
chrome
hope
helmets,
they
which
did.
was awful. But
Yeah.
this
Tremendously
is awful.
bad.
Let's make the LA have
Yeah.
lines like it's in motion.
Like
It's like the-
moving.
What?
That's what the Lakers and the Clippers tried to do, and they failed. And then they all of a
Yeah.
sudden the Kings tried.
I mean,
And then the bottom half of the jersey that's white is just so plain.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing there. It's just ugly. Oh,
All right. So we are 2022 now. Nashville. Because
Oh, this
they
is a
needed
fail.
to be involved in a stadium series. They only been around for
Johnny,
5 minutes.
I'm gonna have to
It's-
go to the optometrist soon
Yeah.
because you're burning my eyes with these jerseys.
It's-
My God, dude.
Okay, so there's two things on the uniform that I like. I like the Tennessee Stars in the middle of the Smashville. I don't know why they say
Okay.
Smashville. They play in Nashville. It's not Smashville. You're not cool, Nashville. Get rid of the
Yeah.
Smashville. Put
Yeah.
the helmet that the Titans have. Just
Yep.
put that in the middle. I like their normal logo. You could go old school, but they don't have old school because they're not old school because they're an expansion team. They shouldn't even be here. So this jersey kind of
Well,
promotes that.
one, they're marketing to that fan base big time. The NHL wants to, they've expanded that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it has been successful. It's been a successful franchise down there.
Yeah.
Made a
Mhm.
Stanley Cup run
Yeah.
for over years. I would completely ditch the Smashville.
Yes.
Just get rid
you
of
have
that.
to. Yeah, you have
I
to.
would
Yeah.
make it a navy blue jersey all the way across with your gold lettering, gold letters, gold numbers with white on the outline of all across. And I would make the logo where it says Smashville, that alternate logo that they've got, enhance that a little bit more.
Yeah, that's
Make
a decent
that your
thing. Yeah.
alternative logo, and then you've got yourself a great looking jersey.
see, I love their saber-tooth logo.
Yes,
It's
I,
great.
I love their,
Right.
I love their regular jerseys with that on it.
I do too.
And I think they should just use that. This
This was a miss.
was a total failed
Yeah,
missed opportunity.
This was a miss.
yeah,
All right,
3.5
moving on to
minus
the
3.5
lightning.
stars. Johnny, you're
The-
killing my eyes. What the hell?
The lightning. This is 2022. This is the one versus the Pred. So you were looking at that jersey you just saw facing this jersey. This is another one that was made in Microsoft Paint.
Yes, it
There's
was.
nothing to this thing. This is not Photoshop in any which way. It's disgusting. But why would you watch that game? That game was
back of the jersey. I have no problems. No problem. I don't even have a problem having Tampa Bay on the back. I really don't. It's small enough that you're not going to really notice it.
No, that's not. It's not really annoying.
Where's the light?
The front is disgusting. Well, the lightning bolt is on the stomach.
Yeah,
which makes no
that's
sense.
marketable.
Like, why wasn't that on the shoulder? Like 2 bolts on the shoulders. It says bolts.
Yeah.
They missed that. Missed opportunity. 2022 might have been the worst Stadium Series jersey
collection that we've seen. Yeah, that's probably a -3 or -4 stars. That's pretty bad.
Right. Now we're going to 2023, the Hurricanes. I have, other than the helmet, I have no issue.
I do.
I know
Give
you
me
do.
the white.
You need trim on the goddamn logo.
Yeah.
I don't. White.
That red on black just doesn't. You need white to make it stand out.
Yeah. Give me the white.
And the numbers too.
Yeah. Agreed. Not complaining. Overall,
if you threw a little white, it
would
be hot.
Overall design concept is very good. I give it props for that. But to Steve's point, where's the white?
That's the only thing that's missing. Yeah. White's the only thing that's missing. Yeah.
I would give this a 2-star jersey for that very reason. If there's a white anywhere in this jersey where it's in, if you have it on the cuffs or if you have it on the lettering or on the numbering, you got a white hot jersey, John. You need that white to stand out.
That's why I liked it. I liked it. The helmet's the only thing I don't like.
Yeah.
The other thing, the helmets, I don't like when they do the logo on the helmet.
They're terrible.
But the other thing I don't like is I don't like the 2 shades of black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick a shade.
Yeah.
Right.
With you.
You want a little gray blackish?
Black.
You want a little gray blackish?
Yeah. Exactly.
Just off.
Pick a shade.
Use white.
And go.
Use white. It would look
right.
better.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
24 Flyers. Let's get to this one.
All right. First of all, we're back to the burnt orange. Smart. Love it.
Don't hate it.
I have no issues with this except for the black stripe on the back with them. And we talked about this in pre-production. I do not understand it. I think it was a swing and a miss on that just for the name, because otherwise, if you don't have the name there, you're not buying this jersey. You're not having a black stripe going all the way through the back. You got to put something on there. But I like the idea. I give this credit compared to the other 2 jerseys. This is probably their best one of the Stadium Series so far.
Probably.
And I would say this is probably a 2.5, maybe. I would say it's a 2.5-star jersey. I wouldn't give it 3 just because of that black stripe going across the back.
I don't have an issue with the black stripe, but this one, again, has the numbers on the shoulder pads.
Yep.
Which I don't like. And black trim around the numbers, please.
Yes. Yeah. That would have went a long way.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Would have went a long way. All right.
Yeah. Johnny, what did you think?
The Islanders.
Garbage can. Put them in now.
Yeah,
it doesn't. Not interested.
-5. That's right up there with the LA Kings one.
Not interested at all.
Someone gave up. Someone gave up and said, you know what? We can't put NY. We can't put the regular fish. You can't have the Gordon's Fisherman logo. Can't use that.
Why not? But it's such a time to bring it back.
Yeah, but Johnny, you're not the design creator.
But if you put the Gordon's Fisherman logo in that and just did a little
No, you can't. You can't because the colors don't match.
No, I'm saying use those
the
colors.
Gordon's Fisherman is a different color scheme.
No, I'm saying use those colors, but
you can't.
No, not the colors that are there, the Gordon Fisherman color.
If
you use the Gordon Fisherman colors and keep the design of that, it could work.
Yeah.
It could work.
Trim.
Yes.
Trim around the numbers.
Yes.
It's -5 stars.
The front is just so uninspired. Aisles.
They did trim on the back, and they did it in a cool way, but you ruined the one good thing you did with the trim around. by breaking it into the blue. Why didn't you do that all over the jersey?
Where's the white as well?
No, the orange. Yeah, but if it was white, it would look better. But that orange that just moves over and it.
Yeah, but it's.
Yeah.
They had a
Johnny,
great concept on the. They had a great concept on the back, and they forgot to do it on the front. Like, makes no sense to me.
Yeah. Again, it's Microsoft Paint. Someone's doing this in Microsoft Paint. That's how bad this
The
is.
New York Ranger. Here we go with red pants again.
The jersey itself is not bad to me. The red pants are all sticking out again.
I like the jersey. Again,
but the jersey's not bad.
I like their jersey. Again, I want it to be that Rangers logo on the pants and on the shoulder. I want it to be on front, but they don't do that, so that's fine.
Compared to what they wore in 2014, I would say 2014 is better just for the lettering is better.
I agree.
NYR? No, sorry. No, ditch it. I'm with you, John. Either throw that crest up there as your logo, which they should do, or
I don't
put
understand why
Rangers
they
going
don't.
down. But NYR? No.
Rangers
I
or
think
that
that's
crest would have been
too loud.
perfectly fine. Yeah.
Too loud.
I would
for
let
me.
the red pants go if the logo was cool.
Yeah, I don't quite understand the red pants at all. I think it's part of their. I think it is part of their regular uniform, if memory serves right.
Well, it used to be in the
can't
80s,
remember.
and then they brought it back, and I don't know why they brought it back because it's dumb.
Yeah. Not a
Moving
big fan.
on to the Devils 2020.
See, this is they took the Flyers from 2019
And they made the Devils. Yep.
template,
This
and
is
they made
so
the Devils.
close to being really good. This is so close because if you have white in there, if you have white in the numbers and the lettering,
If you put white in the numbers and you make that shoulders green,
Yep.
yeah,
that forest green,
Yep. Yep. They were
then you got a
close.
jersey that
They were
pops.
a close
very
knit.
close.
I don't have much to hate on them. They had a
Yeah,
close
I would probably give this a 2.5 or 3 stars if I'm rating this right. So, yeah, it's up there. It's close. It's a good effort, but yeah.
All right.
All right.
We're going to go back to the 2016. I think this is the last one. Yeah, the last one. This is the Colorado Avalanche in 2016.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a miss on the Colorado Rocky logo.
Yep.
I don't mind the coloring. Outline, absolutely, but that logo,
Decent attempt on the color. I will give
they
you that.
have better third jerseys that had that logo on them.
Yeah.
That logo is just a mess. Everything else seems legit.
Is the black not fitting, guys,
No.
or is it just me?
Now they would need
Yeah, it doesn't really fit.
any color pants that you have on that jersey that isn't
Yes.
black would be fine.
Well, not white, but
No, not white.
yeah, the
but
maroon
other
or
than
the
white,
blue. Yeah.
Maroon,
Yeah.
blue, maybe even that
A mix
weird silver.
of the blue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the silver.
I think that's
Eh.
what's throwing me off is the black
the
on the,
black
especially on the
is
trim on
really-
the bottom.
yeah.
Yeah, and on
Yeah.
the collar. I'm not a big fan of that, and the even with the lettering for the name, because you're contrasting that against burgundy color, maroon, whatever, and it's like it's playing tricks with my eyes. John, you're blinding me again. Sorry. But now I'm getting my vision back.
So what do we think? What was the best one?
If I had to pick, I
Oh,
would probably say the Devils is definitely up there.
The green one.
Devils
Yes.
is the green one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
definitely one that would,
2014 Devils.
yeah, I would also put the Rangers 2014 up there. I would say of the Flyers ones, I would say they're the ones that they just
This
came
year.
out with this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you think?
but they're not great.
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not. Yeah, they're getting
Yeah.
there, but that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Um,
think?
Yeah, there weren't many great ones to pick from.
No,
I
no.
feel, as I said at the top of this topic, I feel like the Winter Classic brings out better jerseys.
I agree. I agree.
It's almost like the Winter Classic goes kind of like with a heritage kind of theme, whereas the Stadium Series is more the color rush, futuristic
Yes.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That LA
Um,
Kings one though from
oh, God.
that was the worst
all
I've
bad.
ever seen.
They were all bad.
That
Even the
one with the
Avalanche,
LA
too.
moving,
Yeah,
the
but the LA moving.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
And that Toronto Maple Leafs one was
It's
god
terrible.
awful.
Yeah, that looked like they
Uh,
were just like like a junior varsity team. It was like,
I know.
really?
Yeah.
As they bought a bunch of white jerseys off the rack.
Yeah.
and they took some like blue painter's tape and was like, all right, we'll put a stripe here.
Yeah.
We'll put a stripe here.
Yeah.
I think the worst one for me was the 2020 Avalanche, where they just abandoned all concept of their entire franchise.
And just put an A right in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best one, absolutely, I think, is the Devils. I think
The green one.
Yeah, the green one,
Yeah.
the 14. I also like the Ducks big time. I would love to have seen them get rid. I don't like that D. Mighty Ducks fan from the beginning. I'm OG when it comes to the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Paul Correa all day long. Love him. I hate that logo.
Oh, I forgot. I like the Minnesota one too.
Yeah. Oh, and the
Minnesota
Minnesota
was good,
yeah,
too.
that's
The
another
Minnesota
one.
one.
The Minnesota one was, well, I think probably the best. I would give that one, the Devils 2, and the Ducks 3. That's how I would go.
That'd be your top 3.
Fair.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
And the worst being the 2020 Avalanche.
I don't know, dude. That LA Kings one.
Oof.
Yeah, but it still wasn't as bad. The Avalanche forgot they were the Avalanche.
Yeah, but Johnny, I mean, they had LA written across diagonally, and it went from black to white. It's like, what are we doing with this? It's like,
yeah,
I
it was
don't
pretty
know,
hideous.
man. I mean, I grant you, the Colorado.
At least the Avalanche at least had color in it.
That's the funny part. That's the funny part about a lot of these.
Oh,
Most
MS
of their
Paint, though.
regular jerseys are cool. The ones that completely miss.
Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah.
look at their regular jersey, you're like, oh, I like that jersey. Like.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that concludes episode 178 of Two Noobs Talking. Hey, next week we're gonna have the Arnold Schwarzenegger film Oscars.
Yes.
So you're gonna want to stick around for that one.
There you go.
That's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, man. I
Pick
love
the
it.
best one-liner out of an Arnold movie. That's gonna be hard. All right, but until then, we hope you all have a good weekend. Get out.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Two Noobs Talking. For more Two Noobs, be sure to check out our website, twonoobstalking.wordpress.com, and we'll see you next week.